How different is this year for you, coming in knowing that you're in a more established spot and a more established place, and yet still trying to probably prove yourself as well?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's any different than last year, really. The only difference is, I've been here before. I know what's going to happen. I know, like, the training camp is coming up. I know, like, I got to prepare my body, prepare my mind, prepare my soul, for what's going to happen during the season. But I'm still grinding, man. I'm still grinding. There's really no safe space in the league. In the NFL, everyone's trying to take your spot. So I'm grinding every day, trying to make sure that the coaches can trust me, that my teammates trust me.
Darius was telling us now there's just a different energy that he feels at this camp. I mean, do you see anything different compared to last year?
Oh, yeah, I definitely do. I think we got a lot of dogs on our team that want to be great. I think that we have some people out there that want to be leaders and want to be, vocal and speak up. I think that's the things you need on a winning team. And I also think that, everyone's buying in. I think that from top to bottom, best player to, the last person on the roster, like whatever it may be, like I think everyone's buying in and we got a good team ready to go.
With you and the rookie, with Skattebo, how do you see your styles meshing? If you are, you've got speed. He's got, I'm not sure, he's got.
Yeah, he do got something.
Explain to me what that is and how your styles mesh, you think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I got my speed and elusiveness, but Skattebo, I mean, he got a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watched his film, obviously. I've seen him play. I think we all seen him play. That boy got some power to him. So I think that's, one of his strengths is his strength, really, his power, the way he run the ball. He runs angry, he runs hard, he runs physical, some of the things that Dave's love. But again, I think that, we're two different backs, but again, I think we complement each other really well.
Tyrone, what about your game? When you look back on last year, what did you see and what did you say to yourself this year, I got to get this better?
Yeah, really, obviously ball security was like a huge thing for me last year. I had too many on the ground, so that was a big thing for me. But then also just being more vocal, being a leader, making sure that I'm coming out here doing the right thing all the time. And whenever I'm asked to make a play, I make that play. I think consistency is the best thing that shows up in the NFL. When you look at all the great running backs, they're very consistent year after year after year. So that's what I want to be. I want to be one of the great New York Giant running backs that's coming through here, but it starts with consistency. And that's going to start at practice every day.
What are you doing for ball security? Are you walking around with the ball around the facility, having people kind of poke it out? What exactly, how have you been addressing that?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it starts on the football field. Every time I'm holding the ball or I get the ball, whatever it is, make sure I'm carrying it the right way. And then I also bought, I don't know if y'all know what it is, but like a little strength, it's a grip strengthener off of Amazon that I use every night. It just helps me. Again, it's just making sure that like I'm being fundamentally sound when I'm holding the ball as well. So again, just taking your coaching in the meeting room to the field.
Were you a Russ guy growing up watching? What's your sense from him? Obviously a very veteran, seasoned quarterback.
Yeah, I was definitely a Russ guy. I was a Russ guy. I was a Russ fan. I didn't obviously know him personally up until now, but I've seen him play. I've seen his style of play. I knew it would mesh well. He's a great leader. He speaks up. He does what is needed all the time, and he does more. You know what I'm saying? He's the first one here, last one out. Like he's a great human being, other than just a football player. But yeah, for our football team, he comes out here just like the rest of us. He's working hard just like the rest of us. But yeah, I think we have a lot of quarterbacks out there right now that's doing a great job.
What was that dinner like when you took the running backs out?
Hey man, I'm not a big splurger, but he definitely hooked us up. Let's just to say the least, he hooked us up. I saw some food on my plate that I ain't never seen before. But it was really really good food. If you ever never been, I think it's called Bourbon, right by I think it's called Bourbon Steakhouse. Actually, it's down by Central Park. But it was super nice. Like I said, it was very exotic food. But it was really good.
He took care of it all?
Oh, yeah, he took care of it. He looked at me a little bit, but I was like, nah.
You?
Yeah, I said, nah, not yet.
Did you have the steak or the bourbon?
I had steak. And no bourbon, man. I got to keep it clean.
So what did you eat that you've never eaten before?
So I know, like y'all probably already had it, but like it's called calamari, I think, like octopus. Nah. Yeah, some octopus. They also had like some I don't even know what it's called, but it was like some slimy stuff. I was like, yeah, I can't do none of that. Anything? Nah, it wasn't octopus. It was like yeah, clams and oysters, and I was like, yeah,
okay.
all right, I'm good off that. I'm gonna just keep my fries.
How has Russ, I guess, his addition contributed to that energy shift you were describing earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the energy he brings. Every time he walks into the meeting room, he greets everybody. It starts with that. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's the main thing that I see Russ. He's very intentional what he does. Like, he speaks to everybody. Like, again, no matter if you're the starting or you're number 3, whatever it is, like, he treats you like you're the starting person. You know what I'm saying? But he also gives confidence and he speaks life into you. Like, he comes in the huddle and lets us know, like, hey, man, we got this. Like, let's go. He's a great, phenomenal leader. He's very vocal. He lets us know that, like, yo, there's going to be mess ups. You know what I'm saying? But that's what practice is for. You move on to the next play, and he's a true professional.
How do you think his style of play will benefit the running back room?
I mean, to be honest, like, when you have a person like Russ, he knows what he wants. He knows how he wants it. You know what I'm saying? He's done this for a long time, so he knows the looks. He knows, like, what's going to happen before it happens. So he'll literally, like, tell me, like, yo, get out quick here. And you know what I'm saying? Because, like, he knows that, like, I'm going to be open on this play just from a defensive standpoint. But he's also, like, you know, he can run. You know, that's, like, a huge thing. Obviously, we had, you know, past quarterbacks that can run, but, like, that's a plus when you're talking about a person who can throw the ball accurately and then also run really well. You know, that's going to help out us tremendously. But then, you know, you got good receivers, good tight ends, good O-line. Like, when we have the whole package, like, it makes everything, you know, pretty easy.
Did you remind him, Tyrone, that you were a receiver in college and hey?
Nah, he actually knew. He knew he came in. Oh, so he knew that I was a receiver, but he didn't know, like, how long I played. So we was out there, you know, during, like, phase 1. He would, you know, like, yo, you got really good hands, you know. And I was like, yeah, I do. You know, I used to play receiver. And he was like, I know, but, like, how long? I was like, shit, really my whole career. And then, like, he was like, yeah, we got to do some stuff with you. And that's really kind of how it took off. But, you know, really up until now, like, he's been a great, you know, person, a great, you know, mentor for me just to go talk to and bounce ideas off of.
You talked about energy. Is there positivity you feel it around here?
Yeah, positivity for sure. That's all it is. Like, I think one of the biggest things that we're doing this year is making sure that everyone's on the same track. Like, there's no one, you know, veering off, you know, to the right or to the left. Like, we're all going the same way, having the same idea, with the same vision at the end of the day. Because obviously we all have individual goals, but there's only one team goal, and that's to win.
You were talking about you played wide receiver obviously for a long time. Did Liddell Betts, when you were at Iowa, did he try to, like, make you convert, or how did that go?
Yeah, so LB, he came in, I want to say I was there at 21, so I think he came like 2020, something like that, maybe. But when he came in, obviously I was a receiver. He didn't get the chance to coach me. Coach Foster, he was there before LB. And I was in and out of the running back room and receiver room at Iowa. But again, like, he didn't get to coach me on the football field. But, like, yeah, we ran into each other at Iowa. He's a great guy, great coach. He knows his stuff. Obviously, he played in the league as well. So, like, when he come in here, he already knows, like, you know, what's going to happen, and he knows how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, he's a great coach.